A human, swallowed whole by a giant snake. It's a headline that periodically slithers into our news feeds, grabbing our attention and sparking a primal fear. We've seen it in movies, we've heard it in legends, but is it just a myth? A campfire story designed to make our skin crawl? Or is this a terrifying documented reality? Today on Paws Paradise, we journey deep into the jungles of Southeast Asia and the wetlands of South America to uncover the truth. Prepare yourself, because the reality is more complex, more fascinating, and in some ways, more frightening than the fiction. Which snakes are truly capable of this unbelievable feat? And how could any creature possibly accomplish it? To separate fact from fiction, we turn to the experts. National Geographic recently explored this very question, speaking exclusively with Lucas Simoes, a biologist and animal handling expert at the world-renowned Butantan Institute in Brazil, a scientific research center that has been studying these incredible animals since 1901. According to Simoes, the ability to consume truly massive prey, like pigs, capybaras, and even caimans, is a skill reserved for a select few giants of the serpent world. And when it comes to the question of consuming a human, two names immediately rise to the top of the list: the reticulated python and the green anaconda. Let's meet the contenders. First, the reticulated python, or Malaophyton reticulatus. Native to Southeast Asia, it is the world's longest snake. Adorned with a beautiful and complex geometric pattern, its namesake reticulated pattern, this snake is a masterpiece of evolution. It can regularly exceed 20 feet in length, with some historical accounts claiming individuals over 30 feet. It is a powerful, intelligent predator that thrives in forests and woodlands. Our second contender is the legendary green anaconda, Eunectes murinus, the queen of South America's waterways. While not as long as the reticulated python, the anaconda is the world's heaviest and most powerful snake, a behemoth of pure muscle. Living a semi-aquatic life in swamps and rivers, it's an ambush predator of unparalleled strength. Both of these snakes possess the raw size and power. But here is the critical first point: neither of them are venomous. They don't kill with a toxic bite. They are constrictors, and their method of killing is a display of terrifying efficiency. So how do they do it? How do they subdue and consume an animal that can weigh as much or even more than themselves? It begins with a lightning-fast strike, but the bite itself is just to get a grip. Immediately after, the snake coils its massive body around its prey in a deadly embrace. Now, here is where the common myth gets it wrong. For decades, we believed they killed by suffocation, squeezing the air from the victim's lungs. The reality, as biologist Lucas Simoes explains, is far quicker and more clinical. The immense pressure they exert is a force of nature. It's an inescapable, muscular cage that doesn't just restrict breathing, it shuts down the entire circulatory system. Blood flow to the brain and vital organs is instantly cut off. The heart strains against the pressure and within minutes stops completely. It's not asphyxiation, it's a forced cardiac arrest. Once the prey is subdued, the truly mind-bending process begins: ingestion. A snake cannot chew, it must swallow its meal whole. And this is where their anatomy defies belief. Unlike mammals, our jaws are fused. A snake's are not. Their lower jaw bones are bipartite, meaning they are split in the middle and connected by an incredibly flexible ligament. This allows the two sides to move independently. They don't unhinge their jaw, as is often said. Instead, they can stretch their mouths to an extreme degree. Then, using alternating movements of the left and right sides of their jaw, they literally walk their head over the prey, slowly but surely pulling it down their throat. But what about the shoulders of a human? Surely that's an impossible obstacle. This is where their ribcage comes in. A snake's ribs are not connected at the bottom like ours. They can flex and splay outwards, allowing their body to expand to an astonishing diameter, accommodating the massive meal as it passes through. It's a slow, methodical, and mesmerizing feat of biological engineering. So we know they are biologically capable, but now for the most important question: do they actually do it? This is where the myth and reality finally diverge. According to the scientific and documented records, the answer is a resounding yes, but with a major caveat. Biologist Lucas Simoes is unequivocal. There are only documented and registered reports, including with photographic and video evidence, involving reticulated pythons that have consumed human beings. These rare and tragic cases have occurred almost exclusively in rural areas of Southeast Asia. in places like Indonesia. These are not instances of snakes hunting people in cities or towns. They are exceptional situations where a person, often a farmer or plantation worker, has had a tragic encounter deep within the snake's natural habitat. But what about the other giant? The mighty anaconda, the star of so many horror movies. Here the science is equally clear. Again, quoting the expert from the Butantan Institute, "From a scientific point of view, it is important to highlight that there are no verified records of lethal attacks by anacondas on human beings, nor is there evidence that this species of snake has predatory behavior directed at our species." Let that sink in. Despite its fearsome reputation, there is not a single scientifically verified case of an anaconda killing and eating a human. While they are certainly dangerous and capable of defending themselves, humans are simply not on their menu. The key takeaway is this: humans are not natural prey for any snake. The incredibly rare confirmed cases with reticulated pythons are believed to be opportunistic. A case of mistaken identity in low light or a defensive act that escalates. These are tragic accidents, not a pattern of predatory behavior. The fear of a giant snake actively hunting a person is more of a myth than a reality for the vast majority of the world. So the headline is true, but only for one species, the reticulated python, and only in the rarest and most specific of circumstances. The world of these giant serpents is one of incredible biological adaptation, not monstrous intent. They are not villains, but apex predators playing their crucial role in the ecosystem. We hope this journey into the world of giant snakes was as fascinating for you as it was for us. Here at Paws Paradise, we believe understanding our planet's wildlife is the first step to protecting it. And if you love incredible wildlife stories like this one, you'll love our other video where we share amazing pet tips and more incredible stories from the wild. We'll leave a link for you in the cards and in the suggested videos. Thank you for watching Paws Paradise. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, stay curious.